Good morning to you. Good morning to you. Good morning to you. Good morning to you. Good morning, everyone. Welcome to another Me First Morning. I am your host, Patricia Rivera Wolfson. I am a wife, a mom of three boys, but also an intuitive coach and an energy healer. And I'm here to help you calibrate your energy. I want to teach you how to integrate self care into easy, doable steps and also how to embrace your own natural gifts to achieve the life that you love because everybody deserves that. So let's get to it. So, if you are new to Me First Mornings, well, today is a very special day because today is Fun Friday. I love Fridays. I don't know why my days are pretty much the same all the time, but when it comes to the weekends, usually the whole family's home and we get to chill out or do things together, and I find that really cool. So, Fridays has become my Fun Friday as I anticipate the excitement of the weekend. And so, as part of the Fun Friday, I like to pull oracle cards for any lucky viewers who are here watching. So, if you are watching, live, then let me know that you'd like me to pull a card for you and, just drop me an emoji, say yes, me, please. And after we're done our morning ritual together, then I'll start pulling some cards for anybody who's watching. Okay, so for those of you who have not yet subscribed to my YouTube channel, please go to Jumpstart for Change right now and press that subscribe button and ding that little notification bell. Go right ahead. Just waiting. Done? Yes? Okay, great. If you are watching this on the replay, let me know. Hashtag replay. And please spread the word to anyone who you think might benefit from these Me First mornings. Because, it's all about everybody figuring out what works for them. So I call it Me First because I discovered that I had to put myself first in order to be able to kind of step out into the world and at least have something managed, which is my own energy. Because if you calibrate your own energy, manage your own energy, are responsible for your own energy, then what you are putting out into the world is what you're responsible for, right? So you are able to put out what you want. You don't always receive back what you're putting out, even though we hear, like what you put out will return to you tenfold or whatever. And that is true, but it's not always true in the exact moment. And that's why it's a practice. That's why you have to work hard each and every day to really decide how you want to step into the world, how you want to move through your day. What is the feeling that you would like to embody each and every day, right? We think about the future. We think about, oh, I want this and I want that. And, when my kids are grown, I'll do this. When work isn't so tough, I'll do that, right? And we have all these when ifs, all of these possibilities. But the truth is, if we want all the possibilities in the future, we have to start integrating everything right now, which means we have to start embodying that feeling. We have to bring that feeling into our life. Because if you live a life of lack, if you are always angry, frustrated, upset, anxious, tired, it's very hard to go from that state into a state of bliss, or even to think that if you continue in that state of anger, overwhelm, frustration, anxiety, or whatever it is, that somehow magically things will switch and life will be better another time or later or when circumstances change. Here's the secret to energy calibration: the circumstances won't change until your perspective changes, until your attitude changes, until your the way you approach something changes, because the change has to come from you, at least initially. And then when the change comes from you, then it sort of ripples outward and then can influence the people in your circle, the people that you love, the people in your community, right? And that is our job. Our job is to contribute our light to the planet. Our job is to contribute whatever we want to see. And it is your job to be who you want to be, right? And yes, that's easier said than done, because you get, thrown some curveballs, you face these challenges, you might have difficult people in your life or difficult situations that you really can't get out of. And I'm not trying to say that you can wish yourself out of those situations, because you can't. You can't wish yourself out of anything. You can ask for support. You can, let people know. You can pray. You can set intentions so things can change. But you have to take the actions that align with the change that you're looking for. You have to adjust your feelings, your emotions, your reactions. You have to temper your perspective in order for it to be able to help you shift the energy around you. Because once you start shifting your perspective, once you start shifting and calibrating your energy, and you move closer and closer to that feeling that you want in your life, well, then you are open to all of the things that kind of connect with that feeling, right? If you're looking for happiness, but you're always miserable and sad, and this is not blaming people who are going through rough times, I'm just letting you know that if you allow yourself to sit in that energetic space for too long, right? And you have to acknowledge your feelings and you have to validate whatever experiences you're going through. But then what you want is you want to kind of look forward and you want to start shifting in the direction that you want to go. And that's what Me First Mornings is all about. That is what, I'm all about, and supporting you and helping you make small incremental shifts that can make big changes in your life down the road. Because I'm not here to offer you a magic pill. There is no magic pill. Believe me, if it was, they'd be making millions of dollars on it already. The only magic pill is you. You are the magic pill. Your choices, your actions, your aligned action is what's going to start shifting things for you and creating the life that you're looking for. Because you have to set the boundaries in your life and say, hey, I no longer want this type of feeling or this type of experience in my life. And I'm going to do everything in my power to change that. I'm going to do everything in my power to switch that. And I'm going to do everything in my power to highlight, illuminate, and focus on the things that truly bring me joy and fulfillment in my life. And when you do that, everything else kind of comes together. Okay. My dog Blueberry is crying in the background. So if you hear some whimpering, that's him, because he doesn't like to be stuck in this room, but he is. Because you can't always get what you want. That was to him. I was singing to him. And I mean, I guess that's true for all of us. But if you try sometimes, you just might find you get what you need. All right. So let's get what we need today. And let's start with our morning ritual. We're going to take 3 intentional deep breaths together right after we begin, which is now. And we're going to light our candle. So if you have a candle with you, go ahead and light it. If you don't have a candle, that's okay. It's not necessary. Nothing is necessary, okay? Just you and your intentions. That's all that is necessary for this experience. All right, so we lit that candle. I'm going to knock my mic. Let's get some, this one says align. This is an align essential oil. I could use some alignment today. All right. Little essential oils. I like to smell them and I like to put them in my hair. Good morning, Lina. How are you? Okay. So we've done that. And now I like to use my crystals as support during these deep breaths. You can use your own crystals or you skip the crystals, do whatever you want. Just make this ritual work for you. All right. So I like to use my clear quartz spheres and hold them in my hands as I take these deep breaths. Clear quartz is an amplifier. And so I like to amplify this practice. I set that intention to do so. But like I said, you don't have to use crystals. You don't have to use anything if you don't want. If it's fun, if it makes you kind of look forward to it and do it more often, then go right ahead and you can pick any crystal you want, one that resonates with you. If not, you can just put your hands on your lap facing down like this, or facing up, or you can put your hands in a mudra if that's something that resonates with you or if you have an intention in mind. All right, so let's do that right now. We're going to do 3 deep breaths. And as we do these deep breaths, what I want you to do is just imagine the top of your head opening up to receive all of the love and light, like liquid sunshine just pouring in the top of your head. And just imagine it coming down through your body all the way down to the ground. And at the same time, I want you to imagine, well, at the same time, after however it works for you in your head, I want you to imagine that your feet are well planted on the, well, don't imagine that your feet are well planted on the ground. I'd like you to try and plant your feet well on the ground. But imagine that your legs are acting as straws and you are soaking up or bringing up all of the beautiful life force energy that comes from the earth, the same life force energy that helps the flowers bud through the earth in springtime. And I want you to imagine that life force energy coming all the way up your body. And so, yes, that means you have two forces, both heaven and earth, coming in your body and just coming together and just dissipating all of the stuck, stagnant, or dense energy in your body. I just want to feel you to feel like it's kind of breaking apart. That light, that powerful healing light is so powerful. It's just going to blow it all apart, whatever doesn't serve you. And when you exhale, I want you to just release all of the things that don't serve you. And we're going to do that 3 times. Okay. So let's do that together now. Hi, Z. Oh my God. I'm so glad you're here. Thank you for joining me. Okay, ready? Deep breath in and hold and release. Great. Okay, let's do that one more time. And don't forget, you are allowing that beautiful sunlight to pour into your head and allowing that earth nurturing energy to come up through your legs and just permeate your whole body, nurturing all of your cells and just getting rid of anything that doesn't serve you. So let's do that again. And hold and release. And one last time, let's do that one more time together. Ready? And breathe in and hold and release. Beautiful. Thank you for joining me with that. Now we're going to do a little stretching, okay? Because the whole point of this morning ritual is for us to clear our channel, right? And we want to clear this. Our vessel is our channel, right? So, like you're washing dishes or, you're washing a bottle and you get those, bottle washers. I don't know what it's called. I can't think of it. The bottle brushes. That's what it is. You get those bottle brushes and you clean them on the inside, right? So that when you put water in, you're drinking, beautiful clean water or whatever it is that you drink. Okay. So it's the same thing. Our vessels, right? Like we have all this energy that we collect all day. And well, we've been collecting energy like since the beginning of our, birth. But, we're always like kind of collecting this energy, collecting energy from the things that we see, the people that we hear, the events that are happening. We're always kind of in, soaking it in. And so this morning ritual is an opportunity to release what isn't yours because there's going to be stuff that's yours that you have to face, that you have to deal with. And that's just life. But there's also this energy that's just kind of stuck to you. It's like debris. So just like you take a shower, this morning routine is also, a way for you to release anything that's stuck on you that really doesn't belong. So let's do that. And I like to do that with stretching because when I'm stretching, I imagine that I am releasing with the tension any of the energy that's stuck in those tense areas. So, anywhere you're feeling tension or discomfort, this is something really good to do to stretch it out and just imagine that it sort of like floats away as you release that tension and stiffness. Okay, here we go. Oh, that actually feels really good. I need it. And then shake it out, shake it out, shake it out. And that's the final step, right? You're first like stretching it out and then you shake it out because you want to get rid of that energy. Beautiful. All right. So, who wants a card? Okay, start putting your little emojis down that you want a card. But before we do that, our last step is, of course, our Me First morning prayer. So just think about what intention you want to set for your day today and think about how you want to feel. How do you want to start your day? What do you want to bring into your life today? What do you want to embody? You want happiness? You want peace? Maybe you want warmth because it's really cold, patience, communication, coexistence, right? Cooperation. What do you need in your life, right? Even something like cooperation, it doesn't, cooperation has two people, so it doesn't just involve you, but you can set the intention that you want to connect and feel like you're in cooperation with other people, and then conduct yourself accordingly. How would you be if you were in a wonderful, you know, um, coexisting relationship with somebody and cooperating nicely? So then you take care of your side of it, and that's how it works. But let's set those intentions together. And you can either just, set the intention that the prayer I say is for you as well, or you can say your own prayer, or just sit quietly and just literally set your intention and nothing else. Okay. Here we go. Divine Mother, Infinite Father, Creator, Ascended Masters, Archangels, Spirit Guides, Ancestors, and all beings of 100% pure white light, allow me to be a clear and open channel of your light and love without hesitation or ego. May the highest vibration of infinite consciousness connect with my higher self and release any and all things that no longer serve me. I ask that Saint Germain and his infinitely powerful violet flame burn away all the things that no longer serve myself or humanity and hold us back from our divine existence. Help us to embody our intentions for the day and help us raise the collective vibration for the highest and greatest good of all. Thank you, thank you, thank you. So be it, and so it is. Okay, here we go. Who wants a card? Okay, Lena, are you still here? I can pull a card for you. Z, how about you? Would you like a card? Here, sorry. My stuff is stuck here. It is now unstuck. And today I'm pulling from one of my favorite decks. So I'm not using my usual enchanted map deck, but I'm actually going to pull from Kyle Gray's deck, The Keepers of the Light. I love this deck. And I do because it has like a lot of the Ascended Masters and Angels in this deck. And it's one of those things where I always like to see who is there supporting me through something. And so that's kind of what we'll ask is like, who is guiding you, or where do you need the most support, coming up on this weekend? That can be the question that we ask. I think that works really nicely because, it's good to know. It's good to know, like, what do you need to know for the weekend and who is with you, right? What do you need to know for the weekend and who is with you? So, Lena, I'll pull a card for you. And Z, let me know if you want me to pull a card for you too. I don't know who's still here watching, so just let me know. I am now shuffling the cards, which apparently is taking me a while because I can't seem to get my hand-eye coordination working today. I guess I better get it working. It's, beginning of the day still, sort of, depending on where you are, I guess. Hi, Blue Blue. You need to sit there nicely and stop barking or stop being a complainer. No complaining today. I love you. Blue Blue is doing well for his, for those of you who know, he had surgery. He had a disc that kind of, I don't know, was jammed into his spine. So he had to have emergency surgery, but he's doing really well and looks like almost a full and complete recovery, except he has a little fish tail now. So if he runs and he slips on the hardwood floor, his tail literally goes or not his tail, because he doesn't have a tail. He has a tail that's this big, but his whole butt goes it's really, it's not that funny because I'm like, no, don't hurt yourself. But it's a little funny because he's got a little fishtail. Oh, thank you, Lena. Yeah, I'm so happy for him too. It's so good that he's doing well now. All right, here we go. Lena, let's see who's with you this weekend. What message do you need? Oh, I like this. Okay, here we go. Paul the Venetian. And the card is about experiencing grace. So here's what it says: share your gifts with grace. Waves of inspiration and love are coming to you. Look at that. I love Paul the Venetian. And actually, I love this book because it will actually talk about who the ascended masters are. So I'm going to read about Paul the Venetian to you because I think it's good to know who's kind of with you. All right. So Paul the Venetian is said to be an ascended form of Paolo Veronese, a famous artist of the Italian Renaissance. The Venetian refers to the fact that he was connected to Venice, Italy. It is believed that on his passing in 1588, he had the opportunity to help humanity by sharing his lifelong wisdom. He is the keeper of the light who helps us accept our talents and hone our skills so that we can share the beauty of our soul with the world. He brings waves of good energy, grace, encouragement, and works with all artists, musicians, designers, and anyone else who needs support in channeling their talents. Lina, is there a talent that you've been hiding from us? I don't know. I have a feeling that there's something creative that maybe you really like doing and you haven't done a lot lately. Something artistic. I don't know. I don't know exactly what it is, but I believe that this is like a message for you to tap into that creativity because so often we we don't allow ourselves to express ourselves creatively because, on the one hand, sometimes we keep that creativity for ourselves, right? And other times it's because it is just for us. We're like, I don't have time for that. So, Lena, it may be hidden from me too. you know, um, Sometimes it's not a hidden talent, but it's something that comes so naturally to you that you don't even see it as a talent. And I find that this happens with a lot of people where they're like, I'll just like sometimes with people who like cooking or baking, because it's something that they do every day, they don't even see it as a talent. They don't even see it as a gift. They're just like, I'm just baking, right? But really, they just have that special touch. Um, and I'm using baking and cooking as an example because it's one of those things that you can easily like bypass the idea that you are good at something that you do all the time. It took me a really long time to come to terms with certain gifts that I have, certain things that come easy to me, or which is really like my perspective on things. I really thought that everybody thought the way I did. Like I was just like, well, how can you not see this? Because it's so clear to me. Um, but as I got older, I realized, oh wow, like this is just how I see things. This is my perspective. And so once I started to share that perspective with people, and people were like, oh yeah, that makes sense, thank you so much. And it was being and it was so helpful. Then I realized, I was like, oh, maybe I am good at this, or maybe this is a talent. So I want you to take some time this weekend, and you don't have to really think about it, but ask yourself, what do you gravitate towards when you have time? Or what are you saying you're going to do when you have more time? Perhaps maybe it doesn't have to be something creative that we imagine is typically creative. It doesn't have to be like painting or singing or music. It can be something just like that. You have a really good eye for decorating, or you have a really good eye for putting things together. Whatever it is that's like a passion of yours, that maybe you even dismiss it, or maybe other people kind of dismiss. I don't think other people are dismissing any talent that you have, actually. I mean, but think about it for a moment and think, what do you kind of like, oh, that's no big deal, then maybe other people think is a big deal, or how you can kind of tap into that creativity and tap into your soul's expression. I think that might help you kind of open up that part of you, because everybody needs an outlet for their expression. And that can look differently for a lot of people. Sometimes for me, an outlet of my expression is like remodeling all the furniture. Like I literally like need to move things because I want to shift the energy in the room. And that in itself is like a creative outlet for me. It's like, let's shift things. Let's put things in different places. How can I make this space feel better? And that, we'll do it. So think about that and let me know, because I'm curious to know. Oh my goodness. Okay. I had another card just fly out. And the funny thing is that, Mom, this card is for you, because I was literally thinking, oh, I think because I saw you come on. So hi, mom. Hi, dad. Nice to see you guys here. Um, and I was like, "Oh, I think I need to pull a card for my mom." And this is the card that jumped out. So it's Mother Mary, love and peace, okay? And it says, "Let go of the need to be right. Choose peace. Mother healing is possible at this time." Look at that. Look at that. Now, let me say that mother healing, okay, is not necessarily healing your relationship with your mother, which it could be as well. But mother healing, and what I feel strongly about is really healing the mother wound, healing the idea behind what it is to be a mother and how you feel about being a mother or how you feel like you've done as a mother. Now, you've been a mother for many years, of course, because all 47 years to be exact. um, but there may be aspects, and for you, I actually don't think it's like, you coming to terms with how you've been as a mother, because I don't think that that's what this card is about. What I do think this card is about the wounds, of our generational healing wounds, right? And this is what's possible at this time. And I really feel that that's the case because everything's coming up. And you may not even realize that there's any healing that needs to be done in that department, but just leave yourself open. And maybe when you are on your own, and either doing yoga or saying prayers or lighting a candle, and having some alone time, I want you to call in Mother Mary, and I want you to ask her for support, but also ask her what you need to know at this time and how you can best support yourself and your family, and see what she says. Because, first of all, you supporting yourself is the most important piece of the whole puzzle. Because when you properly support yourself, then you can leave yourself, the ability to hold space or support anyone else in your life. And so I really want you to think about that. Also, I just remembered a little detail about what you're doing this weekend. And so take the time to connect with any um inner child, outer child, like with that. You need to connect with the little Maria. And I think that this weekend may be the perfect time for you to release the responsibilities, that you usually face, and dive into enjoying life from the perspective of, a young girl. And that is really just allowing yourself to enjoy the moment. And I know that's really hard for you, but it's really important that you do that. Enjoy the moment, enjoy your time, observe, your surroundings this weekend, and really take in the moments. Because part of motherhood and the struggles with motherhood is that we have so much going on all the time that we don't even allow ourselves to soak in the moments with the people that we love, right? We don't have the time. We have to clean, we have to do laundry, we have to organize, we have to take care of everybody's schedules. So I want you to really allow yourself to enjoy the moment that you have this weekend, and forget the other stuff. It does need to get done. And obviously you're going to do it because you can't function unless you do it, but take some time to simply enjoy the moments and create the memories that you need to create for your well-being, and so that we can also collectively break that generational curse that the mother always has to be busy, that the mother always has things to do, and that the mother cannot enjoy herself, because that is definitely a family wound. For all of you who are listening, that is one of our family wounds, is that we cannot enjoy ourselves. But I'm breaking that generational curse. My mom is going to work on it this weekend, and we're doing our best, okay? Because that's all we can do, is just do our best. Anybody else want a card? Because if not, we're going to wrap up. We'll definitely do that. Believe me, I'm learning. I know. We're all learning. And that's the beautiful thing, is that you will continue to learn each and every day as long as you are open to it until literally the day you leave this planet. Because that's our job. Our job is to learn. Our job is to evolve. Our job is to really like be the light we're meant to be in the world, and you already are a light, right? And it's just like making the light as bright as possible and brightening it and brightening it and brightening it. And how do you do that? By connecting with yourself, by enjoying the moments that you have that are available in the present, and not really panicking about the future or even dwelling on the past. None of those things are serving us. Worrying about the future, we don't know what's coming, so that's a waste of time. And worrying about the past, it's good to, sometimes reflect, but don't sit and live in the past, because it's gone, it's over. All you can do is be like, what can I do right now about it? How can I enrich my life in this moment? How can I give myself and bring into my life what I want right now, in whatever capacity I can? Like everybody's like, I want to bring in $1 million. Awesome. You can't bring a million. What can you bring? I can bring $10. Beautiful. Start there. Start with 10. All right. Start with the penny you found on the street. It doesn't matter, as long as you connect with the energy of abundance, as long as you connect with the energy of fun, which you definitely need to connect to, back to mom. Not that you're not fun, you're fun. I know what's going on, and you are fun, but being in the moment and having kind of like that childlike fun is hard. It's hard for everybody. It's hard for all moms, because we're not really allowed to do that, right? Or at least it feels that way. So I'm going to tell you to push yourself and force yourself this weekend to like play a game, play some hide and seek, bake some cookies. I'm baking the cookies this weekend. Do whatever. I mean, the baking though is too close to what you normally do. So that, be present and do that. But you know what I'm saying. Just connect with that inner child and let her have fun. Maria schedule in fun. She schedules in certain types of fun with her friends. I know she does that, but there's like this sort of childlike wonderment fun that's missing from all of our lives. I think once we become adults, we're just like, I don't have time for that shit. But you know what? Got to make time for it. You got to make time. All right. I guess that's it. I love you all. I will definitely be back on Monday. I'm here every Monday through Friday at 10 a.m. EST. Don't forget to go to my YouTube page and please subscribe to Jumpstart for Change. Spread the word, pass it along to anybody who might be watching. And for those of you who are in the Northeast, watch out for that big storm coming. I am going to be cuddled in my robe and putting my fireplace on and just letting the snow come down. And I'll be doing that and avoiding shoveling all at the same time. All right. I love you all. Have a wonderful weekend. We'll see you then. Bye.